The following is a Shaw TV sports presentation.
And so moments away from kicking off in the girls' championship game. Hope you are with us for the boys' final. Congratulations once again to the Centennial Chargers, winning the championship on that side of action. Now ready for St. Joseph Guardians and Centennial Chargers in girls' soccer for the City High School Championship.
Just waiting for the St. Joe's goalkeeper. Had to change her top. She was the same color as the Centennial team.
That goalkeeper, Hope Pelk, for St. Joe's. She's joined out there by number 1, Haley Mercier, 5, Madison Gertz, 9, Haley Cranbill, 10, Penelope Malenga, 11, Abby Giese, 13, Claire Abry, 14, Haley Evans, 15, Sarah Johnston, Jenny McCashew wearing 17, and Renee DeCorbe. Starting lineup for St. Joe's Guardians. It is Centennial with the opening possession now. St. Joe's in the white, heading screen left. Get you their starting lineup as well. In net, they've got Rebecca Burns. Joined out there by 2, Shayla Lukey, 3, Maya Fleury, 7, Jenny Ernst, 9, Claire Stillwell, Jade Humpfan, number 10, 11, Gracie Parahudoff Turk, 13, Jacqueline Stowe, 14, Haley Gummelkak, 15, Amber McLean, and 17, Alicia Woodland, pardon me. A little collision here going down to the ground. Hard for the Chargers is Shayla Lukey, number 2.
She saw a good chance to try to take that ball there. Made a good run on it. Here it is.
Big collision with the shoulder of Renee DeCorbe, number 22 of the Guardians.
Great instincts to get after that ball. It was a good opportunity.
So very early stop in this one. She is attended to. We talked a little bit about in the opening before our first game, Bill. This St. Joseph team really impressive in the regular season. A perfect slate, 7-0-0. 21 points on the campaign, 45 goals scored, 3 allowed. That's a truly remarkable season.
As a coach in the boys league, I don't get to see much of the girls' games, but this is one I'm interested to see what this team looks like.
One more look here at the injury. A pretty good shot there.
Boy, she's about a half step away from taking that ball in on what would have been likely a breakaway.
Told you about St. Joe's remarkable season, a very good season obviously as well for Centennial as they find themselves in this championship final. 4-2-1 on the campaign. Free kick off the mark.
Might let them play a little freer today too. They don't have that undefeated record hanging over their heads.
As is the case, or was the case in the boys' final. Both these teams also advancing to the provincial 3A championships. That'll be on the weekend. St. Joe's. This is Haley Evans. Madison Gertz. She dumps it down towards the corner. I believe we'll get an offside call there.
Looks like Centennial wants to play this very patiently.
Pass there intended for Woodland. The Guardians who come away with it. Now on the far side.
You can really see Centennial's shape, the way they've got this set up. They've got one person kind of up with the ball and 9 others back. Very disciplined looking defending.
Out to touch for the Guardians. High-powered scoring attack. Averaged better than 6 goals a game. They had a couple of games this season where they actually ended up in double digits in scoring. Indicates the strength of the St. Joe's team. Also, maybe a bit of a lack of parity in the Saskatoon League on the girls' side. A couple of really good teams and a couple teams that struggled on the season. This is Evans, the near side. That one out off of Evans. So a Centennial throw. Back in the direction from where it came. Battle down there in the corner, won by St. Joe's. Great move there. This is Cranbill setting up in front. An opportunity here, and a quick goal for St. Joe's.
That started out here on that St. Joe's left-hand side. When they got the end line, were able to bring the ball right in along the end line. That's when Centennial finds themselves in trouble, right here.
Another look at it here. Cranbill, then getting a foot on it, Molenga.
Right from there, St. Joe's is in control, and Centennial's kind of playing catch-up, trying to get out that ball.
So it took us a long time in our first game tonight to get our first score. First one in the girls' game comes in the 6-minute mark. It's the St. Joseph Guardians with a 1-0 lead. Early going. Go back over to St. Joe's on the throw, knocked out by Woodland. Abry. Now back for Johnston.
Very patient, move the ball from one side of the field to the other, looking for an opening somewhere.
This is DeCorby pushing ahead. Madison Gertz.
Nice ball through, well dealt with by Centennial.
Go out for the Guardians corner. In. Now cleared away by Centennial. Pretty nice night, all things considered. See a good crowd here in Saskatoon at Kinsman Field. Wind has died down a little bit, I would say. Maybe slightly calmer conditions than we saw in game one of our doubleheader. Certainly when...
End of October, it's really hard to complain about a weather like this tonight.
I mean, I wouldn't describe it as warm per se, but we're not doing too bad out here. We don't have to wear shorts.
True.
One nothing. St. Joe's just about 10 minutes into this championship final. Guardians again on the attack. Malenga, she helped set up the first goal of the game. To Corby. Now Evans. She'll get it back towards net. Knocked out, be another corner.
Interesting pace to this game off the start. You get St. Joe's who play very, very patient with the ball and look for those opportunities where they can attack with some speed. Just not always playing fast, but just playing under control.
Seems very methodical. Corner. Good look there. Ball batted around. I believe last touched by Burns, the Chargers keeper.
Just did a nice job to get that ball around the post.
Another look at it here. She went off a couple of Chargers players, unable to clear it. And yeah, you said it. Good job by Burns just to get a hand on that one. Another corner. Centennial will be able to clear this one.
I know the wind is down from the first game, but still wants to blow that ball toward this side of the field. Maybe that corner goes a little farther than they expected.
Cronville receives the throw. This is Gertz. Abry. And now that one will sail out, go for a goal kick. Centennial, not a lot of opportunities here in the early going to dial too much up.
They're playing nice defensively.
Yeah.
Their shape is good. They react to the ball well.
Burns will just send it over towards the corner now. They'll look to push up towards midfield. Ernst. Kicking it downfield, couple players on the run. It looked like St. Joe's has the advantage in tracking this one down, kicking out towards the outside. Giese.
Nice job by Centennial to pressure that ball and force a little bit of a mistake here.
So best opportunity we've seen so far for Centennial, unable to do anything with it. Will go out to touch. As Giese goes to track it down for St. Joe's, she'll handle the throw. Over to the near side, Haley Evans. Mercier. Now Malenga. Burns corrals that one. Now looks towards midfield. DeCorby controls. Now back to her keeper. Hope Pelk. Fourteenth minute of play. 1-0 Guardians lead. Cleared out. Chance for St. Joe's to set something up. Madison Gertz. This is Abry working her way through traffic. Now Mercier looks towards the outside. That'll go out.
St. Joe seems to have the pace right where they want. They seem to be playing the ball, their game. They're playing the game they wanted to play when they came in here. Be interesting to see if Centennial can find a way to disrupt them in the next 10 or 15 minutes.
St. Joe's right there to pressure on that goal kick. That'll lead to a throw for them. Another opportunity in deep. In for Cranville. Out again.
I think there'll be another corner.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Sixteenth minute of play in the first half in this championship final. St. Joe's looking to wrap up a historically good season with the championship. They've got the 1-0 lead. DeCorby goes out, so chance for Centennial to head in the other direction. Throw, though, goes off the head of Haley Evans of St. Joe's. Now Malenga. Mercier finds Johnston. Gertz. Back for Abry. Centennial trying to clear it out of there. Now able to gain some ground. They'll go on a bit of a run here on the far side. Big battle there. Few defenders. Now a chance for Centennial.
Centennial does have some speed on that left-hand side,
Yeah.
and they've got the ball there twice now.
Jade Humphan. Take the free kick in towards net. There to make sure there's no trouble is Hope Pelk. Lets it go out. Pelk looks deep. Nice ball for Cranville. She'll look downfield. Gertz on the near side. Now works her way back in towards the middle. Good defense there by Centennial. Unable to clear it out, however, so back come the Guardians. Gertz once again.
Joes has had a lot of possession, but Centennial, even down one, has really kept that defensive discipline that they started the game with. Interesting to see when they make that decision that they want to try and turn the pressure up a little bit.
Collision there, a couple players go down, both hop back up. Cronville back in towards the middle. Now back out. Near side for Cranville. Tries to flip it in towards the middle in front of the net. Back out for Haley Evans. This is Abry. Mercier. Man, great job down low, keeping it alive. Shot on net, denied. St. Joe's continuing to press. Guardians able to knock it out of there.
Great job by St. Joe's to keep that ball alive and keep it moving toward the net. Get a pretty good scoring chance out of it.
"20 minutes into this championship final. 1-0 our score. St. Joe's with the lead. Controlled the ball for much of the first half. Woodland on the near side. Back over to the Guardians.
Got her foot up a little bit on the challenge.
Abry presses ahead. Well read there by the Chargers. Long ball doesn't find the mark. Couple of players down there fighting for it. Looks like it'll go as a corner.
Another one of those couple of quick,
throw.
Slow little passes and then suddenly a quick one right down the middle.
Yeah. Will remain with St. Joseph. Looking for a friendly fan to retrieve that one, and we've got one.
There we go. Sign him up.
Fun to feel like you're a part of the championship game. That'll be a throw for Centennial. Knocked out, so they'll get another one. Trailing 1-0 midway through the first half of play in this city championship final. Couple of players getting tied up there. Kick for the Chargers.
I think this is the kind of game Centennial wanted to set up. They wanted to keep it close. They wanted to keep it a little bit frustrating for St. Joe's and see if they could counter on them.
Getting a foot on that one, Penelope Malenga. Cashew there to receive the throw, but it's St. Joe's coming away with it. Over towards the corner. Once again, it'll be a throw for the Guardians. Abry looking ahead. Well read there by Centennial.
Centennial have 10 players behind the ball almost all the time right now.
This is Evans on the near side. Cleared out by the Chargers. Ball sent in deep. Back for the keeper. Pelk ahead for her teammate. St. Joe's just seems to move the ball so confidently. This is Gertz. Works her way, and she's going to let a shot go from distance off the side of the net. Not a bad look at it.
No, she got herself inside on her right foot, and get that kind of space, you got to have a go.
Another thing that stands out about this St. Joseph's team, they seem to have a lot of height, which can certainly be an advantage, especially in those battles on the inside. "26 minutes into the championship final. Score 1-0. The undefeated St. Joseph Guardians with a very early tally. One's won by Abry. Now it's Cranville. Mercier. Now looking back inside. Back out to play that one. Rebecca Burns. Battle for the ball at midfield, won by St. Joe's. Little stumble there, but well recovered. Centennial now with a chance at a run. Shut down quickly, however, by St. Joe's.
Centennial playing with one striker right now. She's really being asked to do a lot against 2 and 3 St. Joe's defenders.
Tough to set much up in those situations.
One of those thankless jobs.
But you understand that approach by Centennial with this high-powered St. Joseph team. Kind of team that can pile up goals in a hurry.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it was the right setup.
It's not going to lead to a ton of offensive opportunities for you.
And it's a tough sell as a coach to that one poor girl who's up top. You're going to go for a lot of running today.
And good luck to you. Certainly the Guardians' defense has been up to the challenge, such as it has been here in the early going. An offside call.
Centennial making a change right now too.
If you weren't with us in the first game or not familiar with how the game is played at the high school level here in Saskatchewan, coaches can substitute freely. Other than that, the game is by and large played the same way at this level as at other levels you may be familiar with. 90-minute game. Thought we might be heading for overtime in our first match of the night.
It had that feel about it.
Collision out of bounds. Couple players go down. Into Corbe from St. Joe's. Bailey Link from Centennial. Centennial will get the ball. Long lob doesn't find the mark. And just letting it go out of bounds is DeCorby.
One of the other things we talked about with your substitutions on a night like tonight, it's important to keep those bodies coming in and out of the game. You don't want anybody getting too cold sitting over on the side.
Yeah, I can see a lot of blankets over on the one side of the field, trying to keep warm over there. There's a possibility. Haley Evans on the run. Good defense by Centennial. And then actually able to keep it alive and clear it out. So Gertz there. Perhaps creating a second chance here for St. Joe's. Malenga. Battle for the ball in deep there, won by St. Joe's. Now lob towards net. A little bit too long there for the Guardian player. They're battling for it as Evans. Chargers will let it go out. So that'll be a Guardians throw. This is Abry. Off the foot of a Chargers player, so another opportunity for St. Joe's to set something up from the near side. Looked like Fredrickson was thinking about a shot there. There's a shot.
Again, well saved, pushed away from the net.
That one cleared out. Again, St. Joe's continuing to apply the pressure. 32nd minute of play. Well played there by DeCarby to get it back to her keeper. Mercier. Corby once again. Near side, Madison Gertz. Now back for Gertz. Well matched over there. Near the line, goes out to touch. Ball in. Looked like it was intended for Abry. St. Joe's keeps it alive. Looking to add to their 1-0 advantage.
Avery seems to be the kind of player in the middle of the field who's really in charge. The ball goes through her an awful lot when they've got possession.
Looks like we'll have another substitution here. DeCorby gonna check out for St. Joe's. Jenna Sader will check in. Two Centennial players got forward there. Just let it go out of bounds.
Yeah,
For a goal
Centennial's
kick.
best stretch up here around the halfway point. Got a few bodies on the up close to the ball.
34-minute mark of the first half. Little over 10 to go here in the first half. Keeping all of our viewers as well as our crew updated as the temperatures begin to drop here in Saskatoon. Good defense here by Centennial.
Centennial's got to be very happy with what they've been able to do. They've held St. Joe's offense in check.
At the same time, you wonder if St. Joe's is thinking, well, you know, we're okay with this. We've got the lead and we're kind of controlling the ball. So as long as we don't really give Centennial any significant opportunities, we should be in good shape.
They're very patient with the ball.
You're right. Johnston ahead.
And Centennial does get the ball down this end. Joe's very good at getting some depth very quickly and giving themselves room to play.
Sader, who just checked in, sends that ball towards the middle. Now Johnston. Avery will send it back behind her. Now back in. Again, St. Joe's just sort of seems to be able to move the ball at will. They're just dialing up exactly what they want. Long shot from the foot of Avery. Well met by Rebecca Burns. Deep ball now. Can St. Joe's get there? They do. There just to scoop it up though, however, is Burns.
That's that dangerous play again when you get that end line and start to make that run toward the net.
Ball out back to St. Joe's. Evans. In for Gertz. This is Mercier. Far side, Olivia Fredrickson.
It's going to be a little too far.
Burns directs traffic. Out for St. Joe's.
I feel like both teams will be happy with what they've got so far. Centennial will feel a little hard done by they gave up that early goal, but defensively they've been very nicely shaped. Haven't given St. Joe's a lot of opportunities, and for St. Joe's, you've got great possession of the ball. They're moving it confidently.
Time getting late here in the first half, hitting the 39th minute of play. Just the one goal separating these two squads as they battle for city supremacy. Corner here for St. Joe's. Madison Gertz to take it. Well cleared here by Centennial. Sadler goes past her man into the middle. There's a second goal.
Very similar to the first one.
Yeah. So now 2-0 St. Joe's in this city championship. Another look at it here.
That challenge seems to be the key. Once you get inside like that, got Centennial on their back foot. Lovely finish.
It was Sater who set it up. And I believe at the end there it was perhaps to Corby. Couldn't quite tell on our replay what the number was.
Great touch.
Whatever the case, it is 2-0 St. Joe's lead. This one knocked out by Gertz. Talked a lot about the scoring prowess of this St. Joe's team. Averaging better than 6 goals a game. They've got 2 here in the first half. We play in the 41st minute. A little stumble here. Losing their footing. St. Joe's will maintain the possession. Knocked ahead, corralled by Burns. Mercier in the middle.
St. Joe's is doing a great job of finding empty spaces.
Yeah, you've talked about their patience and not really forcing anything. Set up their 2 scoring opportunities well. A challenge for Centennial if they're to get back into this one. Might have to change that mindset that has seen them heavily favor the defensive side of the ball.
It's always interesting to see when a coach will make that decision to make that change and
Sure.
go after the game a little bit.
Understandable why Centennial coach Kim Garner might be a little bit reluctant to do that against this powerhouse St. Joe's team.
I think you always have an eye on the weekend from here too.
Sure. Got provincials coming up.
You want to keep your team confident and feeling good about what they're doing, so you don't really want to break things at this point.
Time winding down first half. Be a goal kick for Centennial. They're down 2-0. What will they talk about at the half? Will we see a change in that strategy? Battle along the side. St. Joe's will come away with the ball.
I wouldn't expect to see too much added time at the end of the half.
We did have that one injury in the early going, but you're right. I wouldn't expect that to amount to a ton of time, as we are about 10 seconds away from the 45-minute mark. So likely a minute or two away from halftime. Looks like the Guardians will take the 2-0 lead into the locker room at half. So we don't necessarily know that they'll head inside for halftime. And there goes the whistle, signifying halftime.
That's always tricky with the coaches too. Do you want to go inside or not?
I know what I would vote for.
I don't tend to go in, actually.
No? You want us to, you don't want them to get a taste of that warmth?
No, I feel like you got to reacclimatize your body again.
So perhaps some adjustments for Centennial to make in the second half of play as they find themselves down 2-0. St. Joseph's looked very strong in the first half of play, looking to wrap up what has been a great season for them so far, heading on their way to provincials. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with second half coverage. You're watching high school soccer on Shaw TV. One half in the book, 45 minutes to go in this championship final. Underway in the second half. 2-0 our score. St. Joseph with one tally early, one tally late in the first half as they look to put an exclamation point on what has been basically a perfect season for them in city play. Centennial looking to try and bring an end to that perfection as I welcome back in Bill Mantica. Bill, if you're Centennial, what are you doing here in the second half? Are you going to make a radical change in your approach away from the defensive, maybe more of an offensive approach in the second half?
I don't think I would, just because you run the opportunity of seeing them again, seeing St. Joe's again on the weekend in provincials. So I don't know if I want to show them anything too different at this point. I think I want to save that for the weekend in case I have to see them again.
St. Joseph, a great job of controlling the ball for vast majority of the first half of play. Had several scoring opportunities, made good on 2 of them. Not a lot in the way of scoring opportunities for Centennial in the first half, with that sort of defensive approach that they took. Just underway here in the second half of play. As Bill mentioned, both of these teams have punched their ticket to the provincial tournament on the weekend.
It always tends to give this game a bit of an interesting dynamic, knowing that you got another weekend of soccer.
Sure.
Those Saturday games, those semifinals, are almost the more tense affairs, where you know if you win that, you get another week of play.
Right, sure. Out to touch once again. St. Joe's will bring it in with that 2-0 lead. Near side for McCashew. She'll look into the middle. Just a little off the mark on that pass. Centennial will knock it out of there. Battle for the ball now, coming away with it from McCashew. Cronbill. Now Mulenga. Mulenga looked like she wanted to take that shot from distance. A Centennial defender got in her way. Another chance possibly for Mulenga. Again, Centennial knocking it out of the box, but St. Joseph just seems to bring it right back in. Now another opportunity down to the ground, trying to sweep that one into the net. That one won't go.
It'd be nice to see if Centennial could keep possession a little bit, trying to come out of their end, just hold the ball a little bit.
Cranbell looking to feed it into the middle. More good defense by Centennial to deny that pass. Now they'll look to bring the ball down the pitch. Great job getting in there by Olivia Fredrickson to knock that one away. We'll go out for goal kick.
I think that's a better exit from Centennial that time, though. Kept possession of it, strung together 3 passes.
Burns not quite enough on that one, just ends up in the lap of McCash, who leads to another opportunity here for St. Joe's. Malanga looking to set something towards the net, couldn't get much on it. Burns will collect it. Mercier got a foot on it for St. Joe's. Chargers with the throw. Goes all the way down the line.
St. Joe's has done a fantastic job of controlling the pace of the game.
Yeah, we don't have time of possession statistics available to us, but if we did, I know that they would heavily favor St. Joe's.
And it's not just the possession, they're very deliberate with it.
Yeah.
They're playing very methodical. They're not getting drawn into any kind of a track meet.
Going down hard is the St. Joseph player, so it looks like we'll have a free kick from a good spot here for the Guardians. Madison Gertz there to take it. Centennial sets up the wall. Gertz lets it go. No trouble at all for Rebecca Burns.
Nice stop, very controlled.
Nice play here by Centennial. Looking to push, knocked away by St. Joe's. But a possibility here for Chargers to try and dial something up off the throw. Haven't spent a ton of time in their opponent's side of the field. Battle for the ball on the line will remain with the Chargers.
Free kick for Centennial.
This is Claire Stillwell. Looking towards the middle. Not much there. Knocked out by St. Joe's. Now sent back down that way by the Chargers. Ball still loose down into that corner. Now knocked out. Looks like we will have a Chargers corner kick.
Interested to see Centennial do more of that. That's the one question that St. Joe's hasn't really answered yet. What do they do if they're put under pressure in their own third of the field?
Brought in towards the middle. Good defense by St. Joe's, now knocked out. Offside going to be called, it looks like, against St. Joe's. Long ball for the Guardians. One of the first touches of the game. Keeper Bopelk. She smothers that one ably. trying to control it on the near side. McCashew unable to do so. Back over to Centennial. Nice long throw. Parahut off Turk. Now back to St. Joe's. Malenga looking to work her way through. Good job on defense by Centennial, and that'll go out and be a corner. Malenga had an idea in there.
Just looking for that one little sliver of space which could have gotten a shot off. Centennial did a nice job of making sure it didn't open up for her.
54th minute of action in this championship final. Been pretty much all St. Joe's. Corner sent in. Back out now. Lob shot into the breadbasket of Rebecca Burns. Once again does a good job to corral that. Parahut off Turk looking for someone to receive the throw. Sent back out. For the Guardians, leading 2-0. Malenga now towards the corner. Back up high, knocked out by Centennial. Cashew.
Ball just went out of play here.
Off the throw, St. Joe's takes it away. Now Centennial will get it back. Long ball ahead. Battle for it there. A couple players go down. One by the Chargers. A look at it, unable to get a whole lot on the shot, however.
No more life out of Centennial in the second half here.
Yeah. I believe that was Bailey Link there, number 16 for the Chargers.
She's run miles up there tonight.
Yeah. Nice ball here.
That's lovely.
Here's an opportunity.
Great.
Great play by the keeper. Rebecca Burns out for the challenge. Looked like it could have been 3-0 there.
Could have been a lot of trouble. And she also put herself in that position where you could give up a penalty.
What a great pass to set her up.
That's the one they look for. Nice, calm, easy balls around, and then suddenly they're through the hole.
That was Cranbill with the opportunity denied by Rebecca Burns, the keeper. '57th minute of play in this championship final. Guardians looking to pad their 2-0 lead. Cleared out by Centennial. Almost an opportunity there for a run, but denied by the Guardians. Oh, it's Mercier looking ahead. Instead, it's sent in the other direction. Olivia Fredrickson chasing it down for the Guardians. Just go out for a throw. Centennial gets it back. Can they set something up trying to cut into this deficit? St. Joe's once again just so calm. Nice pass ahead. Pelk will corral it.
Centennial still dropping well off whenever St. Joe's picks up the ball.
Yeah. Far side, Haley Mercier. Tries to work it back towards the middle. Centennial look to push it down again. Guardians deny it. Leading 2-0 and continuing to control both the pace and direction of play. Just about an hour of gameplay has expired. Possibly an opportunity here for Centennial. Nice little run. Again, she's just down there pretty much all by herself, and tough to do. You got a couple defenders there with you. Now maybe another chance for Centennial.
Unlucky bounce off
Yeah.
the block there.
Shot from well outside, not much of a threat. Hope Pelk there to grab it. Pelk now the long ball onto the foot of Cranville. She flicks ahead. McCashew gets it knocked away. Now this is McCashew once again deep. Can she keep it alive? She can't. This is Burns. St. Joe's will let it go out. Throw for Fredrickson. Looks back towards her defenders. Now forward, a little bit of shoving there in the middle. Loose ball, who will win the race to it? It'll just go out. .62 minute of play in this championship final.
Centennial's changed their strategy a little bit. They seem to be pushing a little bit farther up the field. Not hanging back quite so far like they were in the first half.
St. Joe's will retreat a little bit and reset. Might lead to an opportunity for Centennial.
See the benefit there to Centennial getting a couple of extra players up.
Right,
To
sure.
support Bailey Link.
Yeah, it seems like Centennial in the last few minutes, maybe a few more opportunities. Just getting the ball a bit more forward, less attacking from St. Joe's.
This is the kind of free touches in their own end they weren't getting in the first half.
64th minute of play. Remains 2-0. Kick here for the Chargers. A lot of Chargers in deep. Can they create something? Try to cut this deficit in half. This ball sent towards the net, or at least in the general direction, will head out for a goal kick.
Just be nice to see Centennial create that one good chance. See if they can give themselves maybe a little more belief than they seem to have right now.
Certainly has to be a daunting task coming into a championship game against a team of this caliber. They know what this St. Joseph's Guardians team is all about.
A lot of these girls would know each other too. You're dealing with two schools that are essentially neighbors.
Right. Up here on the northeast side of Saskatoon, very nearby. Two of the newer schools in the city. This area is certainly a soccer hotbed. Collision over there on the far side. We'll get the whistle. Kick for Centennial. St. Joe's come away again. Now maybe it's the Guardians who can go on a bit of a run. They keep it alive. Could this be an opportunity to pad that lead? Lenga just cleared out by the Chargers. That'll go for a corner.
Getting to that halfway point of the second half might be the time when the Centennial wants to not necessarily lose the shape, but see if they can get a little more support forward. You've had good pressure the last 5 or 6 minutes. Now see if you can build on it for the next 10 minutes.
Setting it up on the outside, now in. Knocked out by the Chargers. Good defense there. Just out. We'll go for a throw on the far side. Good job keeping it in. Leads to a chance. Well saved, Rebecca Burns. Cashew. Nice move. Takes it in deep. Loses her footing momentarily, gets back up, sends it in towards the middle. battle for it. St. Joseph's still with it. Chargers denying the shot, however. Now here's a golden opportunity. Great take, just a little bit high for Haley Cranbill.
Another one of those nice little interchanges between the two St. Joe's forwards. Creates a really good scoring opportunity. And another very good save.
Once again, St. Joe's getting deep with the ball. This one will go out. Looks like we'll have another substitution. Cashew will head out for the Guardians. Replacing her is McKenna Warwick, wearing number 23. Remains 2-0 St. Joe's lead. They look to head into the weekend's provincial championship as Saskatoon City champions. I know you certainly follow the boys' side of the sport more closely as the head coach of Evan Hardy, but you got to think the skill of this St. Joseph's team. Certainly we don't want to write Centennial off in this game by any means, but could have been an opportunity there, ball loose in front. But as I was saying, you have to like St. Joseph's chances as they advance into that provincial championship.
Going in as, if they can hold on to this, Saskatoon's #1 seed, that makes the difference. Just the performance they put on tonight with their ability to control the pace of the game, play the ball carefully and controlled. You'd really be happy to take that kind of game into a provincial tournament.
Good reflexes there by a fan standing along the sidelines, just deflecting that. Otherwise, he might have taken that one in the noggin. 71st minute of play. St. Joe's looking to wrap up the city title. Maybe another opportunity here for St. Joe's. Left-footed take from distance, wide to the left for Penelope Malenga.
The other end of that is, if I was Centennial going into the weekend, I think I'd be pretty happy.
Sure, absolutely.
Talked about a 6.5 goal a game average. They've done a nice job of containing them. Created some nice chances here in the second half with some speed and pressure.
Now the question is, will they be able to mount any sort of an offensive challenge themselves? Try and get themselves on the score sheet. A stiff challenge against this balanced and patient St. Joseph Guardians team. Here's a long ball out to play it. She's just going to wait until she can pick it up, and does so. Hope Pelk.
Becomes a big one of those what-if stories, but if St. Joe's doesn't get that early goal,
yeah,
it would be interesting to see what the game turns into. That early goal has really given them the ability to be more patient and controlled. And
scooped up by Pelk. I believe we might have an injured player here back around the half. Going down to one knee. St. Joseph Guardian player. I can't make out from this distance who it is.
tied up with the Centennial player.
Trainer out to have a look. Looks like that right calf might have taken a shot. Could also be a bit of a cramping issue. Things can get pretty tight in these chilly conditions. She'll be helped off. Gets a hand from the crowd here at Kinsman Field.
Those knocks on the calves hurt a little bit more when the temperature's down around single digits.
Picked up by Pelk. Ahead, just past the outstretched leg of the Chargers player. Now this is Walrick looking to work her way in, denied by the Chargers. Back up, Malinga. Avery trying to stay with it. She goes down hard. We'll get the whistle.
That's two of the real players who have been front and center today when you've got Avery and Brittany Link, or Bailey Link, sorry.
75th minute. St. Joe's maintains that 2-0 lead they had into the locker room at the half. Chargers have tried to take a bit more of an offensive tack, and it certainly hasn't cost them in terms of giving up much in the way of goals, although St. Joe's has gotten a few shots away here. But it also hasn't really led to too many offensive chances for the Chargers. They try to get back into this one. Fredrickson.
Always a little easier to defend if you can do it in your opponent's end.
Sure. Now the Chargers will get a kick about the midfield spot. Can they set something up from here?
Starting to move some bodies forward now too.
Yeah. Looking to find some sort of offensive punch. All sent in towards the box. Well collected by Hope Pelk.
That's good goalkeeping. Come out, smother that ball.
Ball ahead. McKenna Walrick going to be called for going offside.
She got unlucky with that ball being played in the middle. Defenders just happened to step up at the last second on her.
Centennial controlling at midfield now. Nice long ball ahead. Battle for it there near sideline. Centennial doing a good job of keeping that ball in there deep. Now can they get it in towards the net? Kind of stuck over there in that far corner, and that'll go out.
It's a better look for Centennial. They've got some presence on the ball, some pressure on the ball. They've got possession for a while. Be nice to see them kind of sustain this a little bit.
About 11 minutes to go here. Second half of action. Sent in. Again, Hope Pelk hasn't been tested too many times in this game, but she's been right there to rise to the challenge each time a ball has come her way.
Very much in control of her penalty area too.
Another opportunity for Centennial. That ball won't find the mark. To the 80th minute of play. Claire Abring ahead. Centennial trying to send it in the other direction. They do, but it'll head out for St. Joe's throw, far side. Malinga now back towards midfield. Abry. Again, Warwick going to be called for being just offside.
Nothing frustrates a coach more than strikers that tend to drift offside.
If you're Centennial, can you... Obviously, they have shifted their approach a little bit here in terms of being a bit more attacking. Can you do that to an even greater degree, or do you just kind of try and stick with this approach and hope that something materializes for you here in the late going?
I think they still want to keep that defensive shape because it's been very successful for them. You don't want to give St. Joe's any free chances, but I think you can step it up the field a little bit more than you are right now.
Get a whistle. Will this lead to an opportunity?
Free kick over on the far side.
Chargers will set up. Sent in towards the box. Loose ball. No one able to get a foot on it. Chargers able to track it down. Although a couple of St. Joe's defenders there to wrestle it right back away. Now the Guardians will bring it back in the other direction.
Nice piece of defending to cut her off.
They'll stay with St. Joe's. Time getting short on the Centennial Chargers. I think you make a good point though, Bill, that despite the fact that they are perhaps looking down the barrel of a loss here, have to be pretty pleased with the way they've played against a very good St. Joe's team.
You're always looking for something to take into the weekend too, and I think Centennial's, they got something they can build on from this.
St. Joe's will get the throw from close to the near corner. Olivia Fredrickson will handle those duties. St. Joe's able to keep it alive. This one sent in. Kicked back out by the Chargers. Now sent out of play. Has our official timepiece died over here, Bill?
I think our timepiece is done.
I'm sorry to hear that. We've been using Bill's phone to keep track of time, and well, it's a little chilly out here, so we do know.
Cold weather didn't do the battery any good.
We do know time is getting short in this one. Only the official knows for sure exactly how much time is left, but we know there isn't a lot.
The last look I had, I think we were in the last 5 minutes here.
St. Joe's looking to wrap it up. Perfect on the regular season, dominant on the regular season, and likely just a minute or two away from being crowned city champions. And heading into 3A provincial finals with a world of confidence, chance to win a Saskatchewan championship as well.
You really see that in their play, that they've got that team belief and that team confidence in what they're doing. Everything they do, their passing, their movement, their defending. They'll be a tough team to beat.
Long ball here, more good defending from St. Joseph. Keep it in over on the far side. They can sense that title. Chargers trying to mount one last charge, if you will. They'll have a kick from a good spot here. They'd be able to dial up some last-minute magic and put one in the net. It does make its way through to the keeper, but Pelk once again there to grab it. Throw for Centennial. St. Joe's comes away.
Good defending from St. Joe's there.
Yeah, we talk a lot about their scoring prowess on the season, but obviously outstanding defenders and goalkeepers as well, only allowing 3 goals in 7 games in the regular season campaign. None allowed here tonight. And now likely just moments away from a city championship. Maybe another scoring opportunity here for St. Joe's. Good goalkeeping once again. Rebecca Burns out to meet that one.
Another great ball through the middle from St. Joe's.
Now another opportunity. This is Walrick once again. She'll send it towards the net. Again, falling on it, Rebecca Burns. So a couple of late opportunities here for St. Joe's to pad that 2-0 lead, perhaps being created by the fact that Centennial trying to push a little bit. However, it remains the same 2-0 score we had at the half. Despite those 2 goals allowed, I think you have to be fairly impressed with the play of Rebecca Burns as well, the keeper for Centennial. She's been, by and large, up to the challenge against a very good team that averages better than 6 a game.
I'm not sure she had a chance on either one of the goals that were scored. But a couple of these in the second half that she's come out and challenged for.
Now we will get one more substitution for St. Joe's. And there goes the final whistle. Congratulations, St. Joseph Guardians, with the 2-0 victory. They are Saskatoon City champions for the 2017 season. Team out on the field to celebrate.
Pretty businesslike.
Yeah, you're right. It's not a huge eruption from the team. They've certainly got their eyes on that provincial prize as well. And perhaps when you're as dominant as they have been all season long, this is almost a fait accompli.
Wouldn't surprise me to see these 2 teams again on Saturday in the final.
Absolutely. Congratulations also on a great season to the Centennial Chargers. No shame in losing to a team that is this talented. They'll finish second in the city and will also be off 2 provincials, as Bill mentions. Good luck to both squads as they compete in the 3A provincials. So that is going to do it for our coverage. We hope you've enjoyed our doubleheader of high school soccer from here at Kinsman Field. On behalf of Bill Mantika and the whole Shaw TV crew who've been out here shivering with us, I'm Simon Hyatt. Thanks for watching.